Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, September 1st. September is the month of my birthday and my favorite month of the year because the weather here in Ohio in September is absolutely gorgeous, and today is no exception. High 70s, low humidity, just absolutely gorgeous. Tommy and Allison took the Dart this morning into town to the BMV to get the title taken care of and get tags on it. Billy went to Jegs to pick up tires and some parts for the Falcon. Meanwhile, I decided to go back and drain the lake in the middle of my 5th scale racetrack that I built. I graded everything to run the water to the low point inside the infield, and after all the rain we had yesterday and last night, I had plenty of water to drain. So I took the excavator back, dug a trench so I could run some 4-inch drainage tile and drain the lake out of my 5th scale track. Once I got the trench dug, it didn't take long for the water to go out, and it also didn't take long for my supervisors to come pay me a visit. About the time I got done with that, Billy came back from Jegs with the slicks for the Falcon. So Billy got busy putting the slicks on, and I hear something pull in out front. I thought, hey, that must be the Dart. Nope, it's Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace. What do I owe the pleasure?
I just want to come up and pal around for a little bit.
That sounds good to me.
How you doing?
Good.
Good, man.
How's the Camaro doing?
She's idling fast, but she's doing fine.
Well, we'll take a look at that while you're here. Now, anytime I get the opportunity to ride in, drive, or work on that gorgeous 68 Camaro, I just can't help myself. Denny had mentioned to me the other day that it was starting a little hard and it was idling too high. Interesting. So I popped the hood on the old Camaro, took a look at it, and realized the distributor had turned in the block, increased the ignition timing, and the idle was sky high. How's that, Dennis? Perfect. So after I made a couple little adjustments to the idle speed and the ignition timing,
How you been, man?
Denny and I hopped in the old Camaro to take it up the road.
Came over to pal around for a little bit.
Well, it's all good.
Beautiful day. It's like, you know what? I'll just take the Camaro out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
I'm here to tell you there is just nothing like riding in a big block 4-speed, 1st gen Camaro. I love it. Better?
Oh, God, yes.
By the time we got back from our test drive with the Camaro, Billy was backing the Falcon out of the garage to make room to put the Dodge Dart in because the Dart has a caliper leaking on the right rear wheel. And just like clockwork, here comes Tommy and Allison back from the BMV. Before we pulled the Dart in, I wanted to take it around the block and drive it myself because the kids were complaining that it didn't run very good.
This thing don't run bad. What are the kids talking about?
The little Dart drives so nice, I can't hardly believe it. The thing has a perfect alignment, it drives straight as an arrow. Outside of the brakes, the little Dart is top notch. Even the turn signals still work in it. Now, the Dart's not a rocket by any stretch of the imagination, but it is absolutely the perfect car for Allison to learn how to drive and get her feet wet at the track. So the kids pull the Dart in the shop, put it on the lift, pull the caliper off, and head to A1 Auto Parts. Right about the time Denny was ready to head home. See you, Denny. You're welcome, buddy. Stop back anytime. Hey, listen to that. Huh? Ha ha! See you, Denny. Denny's a multi-time cancer survivor, and he just this week had some cancer removed off his back and his one arm. I'd do anything to keep him on the road in that Camaro. Where are you turkey lickers headed? All right, tell Mark I said hi. Now, y'all may be wondering why would a Chevrolet family or a GM family buy a Dart? Well, for one, I love them. I think they're cool as hell. But the main reason is because Allison's family are diehard Chrysler fanatics. I've known her dad for a long time. I've raced with her dad for years. He's a very nice person, but he is a diehard Chrysler whack job. He's your typical Mopar guy. He's a purist at heart. He's got a stock automatic, gorgeous 70 Challenger. And if his daughter is going to race, it's going to be on a Mopar. Now, can't promise you it's going to be Mopar powered. There for a while we were considering putting a Chrysler engine in my Nova just so she could race it, just so it would be Mopar powered. So it's either got to be Mopar powered or it's got to be a Chrysler body, one or the other, bare minimum. What are our plans for the Dart? Well, for the time being, we're just going to let her bracket race it and teach her the ins and outs of getting the car ready, staging the car, shifting the car, the whole 9 yards. Because she's a clean slate. She's never raced. But future plans, I can't promise you it's going to stay Chrysler powered. We'll talk about that later. So this evening, Tommy and Allison took the Dart out to drive it around and make a couple pulls on it to see how it runs. They used the draggy, while Billy was in the shop going over the S-10, checking everything out, making sure it's ready for the weekend. Well,
9:48.
what did I tell you?
I don't remember.
I said 9:50.
You did?
I did.
Wow. All right. Here's your credit. 60 foot.
210.
Even worse.
Ooh.
948, and the 60 foot was 238.
Did it spin?
Yeah. Not for a long time. Just kind of. It only spun for like half a second.
Yeah. I think it's gonna need an LS.
Ooh.
You're gonna make
Oh,
a
I'm
lot of money.
I'm sorry. Wait, no, that was the second.
948 at 75.
238, and then.
So basically 950 at 70 some mile an hour in the eighth was our starting point. So after driving the car myself, I felt like the ignition timing was way too far retarded. So I checked out the carburetor, made a couple little tweaks, and sent the kids back out to try it again.
I'll let you guess how much it just picked up.
Half a second.
Yes, exactly half a second. How does he know? How does he know? It went 903.
Down from a 950.
Yes. How does he know? He's like a wizard.
What are you doing there, Pedro?
Oh, I'm just seeing how much the truck weighs. It's never been on scales. Other than a truck stop, which probably not the most accurate thing.
Okay. So,
It weighs 3,315 pounds.
yeah, with both weight bars.
Yeah,
It's a pig.
it's heavy.
What's percentages?
Right now, here's proof. But right now it's about 50-50. 25, 26, 25, 23. It's 50-50 with that ballast. It's got to have it for the street.
Hey, what do you think of that?
It's pretty heavy. I like
Pretty
it.
heavy, but it's freaking correct. Look at the corners.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't bad. If I sat in this side, it's probably perfect.
Yeah.
So,
What do you make of that shit?
No wonder it works so good. But nope. That small block's making some power to motivate that thing to go as fast as it did last weekend, sitting 3,300 pounds.
What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you?
They'll weigh the Falcon next. The street weight.
I guarantee you it ain't 3,350 pounds.
3,315.
All right, 3,315 without you in it.
Yeah, the Falcon is.
So it's
what I've been told, the Falcon's 2840 without ballast, and with ballast it should be 3,000. So 300 pounds lighter it should be.
400 because you're not in this thing. How much do you weigh?
170.
All right, so add 170 pounds to what's on the scales right now.
How much? 3,500.
3,500 pounds. $34.79.
What's the percentages left to right?
I can't see through my phone. Is it good?
The front's close. It looks like the back is like 2% off. The right side is heavier. But that could be because the floor is not level back there.
That's true
It's
too.
tipped towards that way.
That's true.
It's got a drain right there on the right
Yeah.
side.
Tell me it don't make smoke.
Makes some power to go as fast as it does, for sure. Put this thing in a Falcon or a Fox body or something like that, you'd have a mid 4-second ride.
After dinner tonight, I decided to start a little campfire in the backyard. We had some boxes I needed to get burned and some sticks from the yard and some old plywood. So I turned the lights on the side of the trailer to light up the backyard. And when Billy went to move the dart, he noticed that it had a lifter ticking. So he pulled the dart over into the light and decided to pull the valve cover off and check things out. Sure enough, it had one rocker arm that had come loose. So Junior's getting acquainted, starting his relationship with the small block Chrysler engine. Vicky had other plans, s'mores.
You can't scratch.
While Vicky was making her s'mores, June was keeping an eye on all the ingredients. The kids had the dart back together and they decided to take it out and make a test hit after making the repairs to the valve train. Billy has to nurse the old Dodge out of the hole because it's on a 235/60/15 hard tire. It does have a posi unit though, we did figure that out. So Vicky and I were just hanging out at the house, enjoying a nice evening by the fire, when in comes the kids.
You won't believe what he got it to go.
Me driving it, what do you guess?
Let's see, 860.
852. 852. Another half second.
Ha ha!
It went 870, and he was like, hop out. I'm going to get this bitch to go 850. So I hop out, and he comes back, and he's like, guess what?
I started basically leaving and just easing into it. It was on a hard tire. And I
Yeah.
didn't spin it all that last one, but it probably still could have taken more.
Yeah.
And it went 852 at 84. I think it'll go 12.
Oh boy.
I think it needs more fuel. Up top, it seems like it runs out of power.
Probably the carburetor's a little small.
Yeah.
The carburetor's pretty small. It's only got a 650 on it, and it's got a dual plane intake.
It runs out of breath about 6,000.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. With a 650 carburetor and a dual plane intake, it's probably got its tongue hanging out at about 6,000.
Put 750 on it.
E85.
Well, I don't know. You don't want to do E85. You don't be able to fill it up anywhere. It's a nice cruiser.
Oh yeah, it drives good, doesn't it? You got to get some bumpers on that thing.
I gotta say, you do feel cool driving it. It is cool.
So I think that's just about going to do it for tonight, guys. I think we're about to pack it in for the night, go in and get some sleep, get this video up and get it uploaded. Tomorrow, I think what we're going to work on is a reverse light for the Falcon, because we can't see to back it up in the tracks like the S-10 has that reverse light underneath of it, but the Falcon doesn't have one, so I want to get one on there. And Billy said when he brought the S-10 up on boost today, it's a little bit lean off idle with the new power valves in it, so I might want to make a few little adjustments to the idle mixture screws on the truck. Let's see, what else? I feel like there's something. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a busy day. Oh yeah, I want to get that drain tile put in out back and get that covered up, get that catch basin put in. So that'll be a trip to the hardware store tomorrow for a few little things. Maybe I'll see Homer. So anyway, thank you all for watching. See you all again tomorrow. Good night, guys.